Welcome back, guys. I'm BP, and it's time for roadcraft. We are starting this episode back on Sunken. We got a little bit of exploring done last time. We have to build a couple of roads. As you guys can see, I've got the road building equipment pretty much packed up at this point. Just need to get the roadway cleared so we can get the equipment where it needs to go. So I thought, why not come down here, bring our semi-truck, I already have our crane down here, and try to get the road cleared out. So not sure if we can push that just a little bit, but I'm hoping if we park right here. Now let's jump into our crane. And let's see, yep, we are ready to go there. So, it has been a minute since I played roadcraft, so it's going to take me just a second. Let's get the anchors out here. It's going to take me just a second to get everything all figured out and working again, but we will get there. So we don't want boom forward, we want the boom up. Come on. Come on. We're going to be able to get this one loaded in here. We're going to have to buy a bigger crane. Always an option. Alright, starting to remember a couple of the controls here. I don't think this crane is heavy enough to... Yeah, I don't think this is going to get it done, guys. Alright, let's see. Can we... Let's go with detach the load. Let's go with return to regular position. Can't fold the crane. Of course you can't fold the crane. I'm wondering if we get the crane on the other side of the truck, if we won't be lifting as far, and that might get us where we need to go. Or maybe we just have to buy a bigger crane truck. We have $62,000. Might be time to spend some of that money, guys. We have a couple of small pipes we know we can lift here. Let's see if we can get in real tight here. Alright, so let's get the brake on, get the jacks redeployed. Alright, and cycle targets. There we are. That's the one we want. We want the boom up. Yeah, I think we were just overextended is what that one was, guys. No need for a new crane. We are good to go. We are pushing on that truck, though, I'll tell you that much. Okay, get that detached. Can we snake a couple of small pipes in there? That is the question of the day. Let's get this one reeled up. Be nice to get some of this stuff over to some of the factories, get some metal loaded up, get some pipes built, get some other things built. Let's see what we have here. Will that slide in right over here? I think that's going to stay there, guys. I think that is... Well, it's good news, except for the fact that we have to get another one in there. So let's spin it down and drop it down here at the back a little bit more. Okay. That one's detached. Get another one going here. Want the other pipe out of the road here. There it is. It is funny how quickly the controls come back to you. Not going to be great, but just going from the start to now, already remembering the controls, and these ones are not typical, guys, so... Alright, let's see. That one's got to extend just a little bit. Alright. That is folded up. Let's get this guy up to the next spot. We got a couple more big pipes up here. We'll get posted up next to those. See about getting some of these. And we can push these a little bit if we needed to. And it does not like that mud pit, I agree. Let's get you out of there, bud. I wonder, we might be able to squeeze by these pipes. See, the other one was definitely in the way, so maybe we'll get him over here. Oh, not paying attention to where we're going. Here we go. And tuck you in right there. So, let's see. We just came from right over here, so this should be... Yep, we got everything strapped down. Now, as far as... I gotta remember what we have done on this map, guys. We don't have... We have the steel pipe facility and the steel beam facility. Do either of those have power yet? Because we could just go... Bring rubble to the appropriate color. I don't think these are up and running yet, guys. I think we need to do... What do they need? Power? Figure it out. Let's go infrastructure. Have some pipes to replace. Build a road. Build a road. Plot route. Concrete slab facility. Concrete slab facility. Steel pipe facility. We have to replace a pipe. So I don't think we're going to get those guys in yet. But we can bring them over here and have them in the right area for when we get that done, which should be relatively soon. Stay out of that ditch. The good news is we are weighted heavily on the right, so it is... That left-handed ditch is not going to hurt us. Alright, so we'll tuck this guy in here. Okay, throw the brake on him. And we have our roadway cleared out. Let's jump into our dump truck. The old Taiga. Heading down the road. And I'm hoping we can use this guy to push that railway car out of the road, or off the tracks when we get down there. That's the next obstacle to getting this road built. So we're going to have to figure out how we handle that. Certainly get more of that metal pipe right there. There's another huge one sitting right there and some metal grates to go on top of it. That would be nice. Okay, so over here we avoid the big pipes. Now, where exactly? Okay, up here to the left. So it's been a minute since I've played. Gotta remember where we left this one off. Just bulldozing over everything. So I was doing a little bit of looking ahead of time, and I think this guy here, he has yellow attachment points. So I'm thinking that maybe he's movable. See how the couplings are yellow there? So I'm wondering, can we just give him the old bump and run? Yeah. That's why I thought we'd start with the Taiga, big enough to get that done. Not gonna like that turning radius, though, I can tell you that right now. Okay, so he is out of the way. That is step number 2 towards getting this road built. Man, where do we go from here, though? Where is the road? So we get in here, and then... Oh, we gotta tuck in over here and head down? Do we go hard right? Through this little gap? I mean, man, what was the point in moving that thing? There is no road to anywhere from up here. I don't think we're getting our big truck through here with all the other road equipment on it. And that would be a tight squeeze, to say the least. Heading down to the area we need to get to. And to say these roads are rough is an understatement, guys. I think we need to fill this in just right off the rip. I don't think we even give this a chance to be an issue for us. I think we just dump this when we get down here. We unload the... Activate the nearby quarry to enter the active quarry or enter the active quarry radius. I thought we had a quarry down here. Activate quarry. 3 fuel to activate. We don't have any fuel. We didn't bring it from the old map. Oh. Well. That is a whole different story, guys. I was not ready for that. So, let's see. I guess we're going to have to switch gears here and get some objectives going. Steel pipe facility will be restored. Before we get down and dirty to the cleanup, we need to establish a solid base operation. Let's connect the tunnel exit to the steel pipe facility. You know, things get organized. Okay, so infrastructure, we need to get a route going. Where are we looking at here, guys? Okay, so that's the route we just cleared, which is not going to be too much of a problem. Infrastructure. Plot route. Start plotting. Perfect. Gonna have to be a little bit careful coming through a couple of these sections. Keep them in the middle of the road. Glad we got that cleared out. And then we gotta stay to the left here without going into the ditch. And we probably need to move the truck, but we'll leave the truck there for now, and I'll just go move it. Dispatch vehicles. And let's get into our big truck first and get out of the way. Yeah, I thought we had that quarry up and running, but apparently we do not. So that is news to me. Even checked before we got started here. Let's jump in and spectate. Maybe. There we go. And let's just go to free mode. Getting the steel pipe facility up would be great. Then we could add some pipes to or take on the pipe repair projects. Man, we navigated that really well. Avoided the ditch and the big pipes around the crane. Just hoping these concrete blocks up here are not also a problem. Let's check and see. I think probably not. They're going right into Trucker's. I know it's Trucker's Shack, but I really think it should be Trucker's Snack. Alright, cool. He's in. Operational. We're getting 6 fuel for it. We can get that quarry up and running here pretty quick, too. Man, look, we also...
Looks like we have a bit of a situation in the steel mill there. Well, more like a burst water pipe. But still, find the damaged spot and patch it up. And while you're at it, see if you can lay out a route from our base to the steel beams facility.
Sure thing, Kelly. Can do. So that's going to give us 6 fuel, which will get us up and running for the quarry, which we need to get sand to build our roads. So we are on our way. So let's see. Let's hit the brake there. Let's unstrap. Done and done. That is good news. So let's jump in here. We have 2 pipes. I think maybe we run back and grab those other 2 big pipes while we continue to have that one running in the background. Trying to figure out where we can put this guy so he's not totally in the way. We just circle? Maybe we just circle around. Let's see if we can get through here. We are going to have to get some upgraded equipment here sooner rather than later. Just don't know exactly what we should buy first. And don't want to use all of our money up on something we're not going to need, only to find out later that we have something we are going to need. So let's see. You know what? Let's put him right in the middle. Let's put him right between the pipes. Come on, let's go. Low gear, maybe? Okay, that's fine. We can just work from there. We don't need everything. And we have no rewards remaining, so let's go ahead and cancel this route. Clear the route. Great. Now I'm wondering, can we get the quarry activated? Okay. Oh, we have to hold it. Got it. Ah. Smarter than the game. Still got it. Okay, so that sand quarry is still going. That guy's actually fine, so we can jump back into our other task of building this road. We're back on track. So we'll jump in here. Yep. We are just filling and dumping, trying to get this low spot topped off. Not even driving, just letting the sand push us where we need to go. I think one more ought to do it. Want to make sure we don't get anyone stuck coming down here. Excellent. Now, what is the best way to our road? We are here, and we have one road over here and one road over here. So we need to go to this one first. So we got to sort of get into this area here. So I think we go down through here, up by our truck, and cross over. I think that's going to be the way to go. So from here, we are going to the right. I mean, again, we're sitting here. Why not just start filling in holes? These low spots are not going to fill themselves, and we're going to have big equipment running. So there's no point in having areas where we can get stuff stuck and trapped. I actually back up and put one back on top of this. Yeah. Great. Filling in the holes. Man, I have not missed some of the controls for this game being as wonky as they are, but we're getting through it. That'll hopefully push us up into the next little area, get around it. Let's see about backing up out of this one a little bit. Let's see. We seem to just be stuck on something. Like we got our nose buried and we are just out of luck. There we go. Okay, so let's throw a wheel over this way. Let's back up. Go ahead and dump that sand while we back up. Fill in that hole. Super duper. Making good progress here, guys. Nice. Okay. Got a little smoothing to do there, but overall, man, that is actually still a pretty big hole over here on the left side still. So we'll back up and fill in this crater. Slow and steady progress. Okay, cool. That will do what we need it to do. Got a lot of work for our grader when they get here. Just laying it out. Alright, so we're going to come through here. Swing down the tracks. Past our exploration truck. And we've got a little area here. I once again feel like, why not fill in some low areas? Keep things moving. That way we have a better road bed, because as you can see, there's a trackhoe over there in the water buried up to its boom. We don't want to end up in the water over here. Try to make these a little wider, a little nicer. I think we're going to put one more load in up over the top so the grader can push that level better. Good. Oh, one more. Be calling me the Sandman. There we go. Okay, so from here, seems like we have a construction area that starts here. We want to build. Oh, it's 2 lanes. Look at this. This is nice. Okay. Yeah. He seems to be doing his thing. That is good news. Let him work. Alright, coming back over. Now, getting this guy down there is going to be an adventure, and I'm thinking... Holy goodness, I lost... There we go. I'm thinking I actually want to get... I think I want to drive the grader down there just because of how many sand plots we filled in. I'm thinking we get the grader down there, we drive down there, do all the grading on the way. We'll load up the roller on the back of this, and then we'll bring the roller and the paver down together and go that route. Because otherwise we're just driving halfway, and then we gotta come back and get the roller anyways, so I don't think it makes much sense to wait. May as well just drive the grader down there as we go. I do think this area in here, long term, we're gonna wanna do some repairs and even this out a little bit, clear it out some. Okay, what are we doing here, guys? Keep rolling. Maybe get a couple more steel pipes put in between episodes. Get these guys moved. Okay, we gotta start turning. Be nice if the grader had like a strap on the blade and you could just grab one of those pipes and just strap it to the front and go from there. Man, this thing is bouncing like crazy. Up and over. Crushing a few oil barrels. I guess my question is, does it even make sense to take the grader up by the train car? I'm not real sure why we have access to that area. There's no, like, road down. Maybe I'm missing a way to build a road. Because this is going to be pretty uneven over here, so it seems like there's got to be a better alternative way to get across here. I'll have to look. Maybe we need to take a road further down to the... across the top of the map, like to the left from the warehouse. Alright, we are getting close. Now is not the time to do something silly at speed and tip this thing over. Yep, nice and easy. Just rolling down the hill into the sand. Okay. Sand flattening. That's what we want. Give this a couple of passes. smooth her out a bit. I think we may just have to back all the way up on this one. I don't think we're turning around over there. Seems very, very uneven. Alright, so that hole is fixed, so we can get most vehicles through here now, which is going to be a big plus. Clearly more work to do down here with the mud, but just as far as getting to the first couple of tasks and getting stuff moving, I feel like this is a big step in the right direction. Grade this out a little bit, see if we can't get this pushed up just a little bit. Got a little lip here in the middle I want to even out so we don't have anything tipping coming down the hill. And then we'll move on to that next low spot, and then I think it's onto the road. Oh, we have two low spots, don't we? And then onto the road, so we'll get there. Okay. Excellent. That is a huge hole filled. Now, what are we going to be able to do with this section over here? Can we even get into this hole without tipping our grader over is, I guess, the real question. Yeah, this is going to be a bit of a project over here. We've got, this hole is multiple shapes and sizes and different divots. Get some of that concrete up out of the way. Working pretty well, though. Gotta work over here on this right edge a little bit and get that big divot on the right side just past the sand pushed in a little bit. Okay, so it's not going to be perfect, and that's fine. We just didn't want to have a giant hole for vehicles to be falling into. Couple more passes, and I think we've got the business side of this part of the hole filled. Yeah, I think that's going to be viable as a path. I think certainly some more sand along this right edge is going to be necessary long term. But now, if we don't want to drive over all that broken concrete on the left-hand side over here, and risk tipping over, we don't have to. Cool. Consider that to be good enough for now. Now we got this big old divot over here across the water we got to get to. Then we can get our road finished up. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Bouncing around, steering wheels aren't hooking. Yeah, we put a lot of sand in this hole over here, didn't we? Try to get this pushed out a little bit so we get a nice flat surface at the end. Here we are. Let's see what happens on this side. I think it's going to take a couple of passes. Hey, the rain just let up. That's nice. Get some of the junk out of the way. One pass on this side, maybe one on the other side. Let's see how this all goes. Oh, it's smoothing out nicely. Nice little land bridge. I like that. Call that good enough for today. Alright, let's get this guy to the road building site, and I think that's where we'll call this one an episode. And next episode, we'll start by driving down here with the Zuzik, and getting the rest of the equipment down here, and we'll finish up these roads at the beginning of the next episode. But I want to check and see, man, this thing turned just a little bit more than I'd like it, or a little less than I'd like it to. Okay, so it is 2 separate roads. So that's what I was wondering, because they were pushed in there as, so they were sort of outlined as 2 separate roads. So let's go ahead and F for construction menu. Let's go ahead and jump in that guy and get him going.
Building roads in the middle of nowhere wasn't exactly what I pictured us doing today. But here we are.
All right, and now we have the other road going in. So we have the grader going on the one side, and the dump truck going on the other. Cool. That worked out well, guys. I think that's what we're going to call it for today, guys. Thanks so much for joining me. Don't forget to drop a like and turn on notifications for more videos, and we'll see you in the next one.